Why are there two Congos? One is the Democratic Republic of the Congo, or DRC. The other is the Republic of the Congo. Both share a terrible history and an unstable present. That's mainly because of their shared colonial pasts and what's known as the Scramble for Africa. Europeans were trading around the African coast from the 16th century, but as the industrial age gathered pace in the late 19th century, they utilised nationalist and imperialist ideologies to justify taking the rich resources from the interior. The European nations saw a great opportunity in Africa with its raw materials, abundant labour and ports, all of which could bolster their economies and militaries. A big carve-up was agreed by the European nations in 1885, and Africa went from this to this. European nations invaded and took direct control of these regions, brutally exploiting land and people. In the Scramble, the resource-rich region around the Congo River was a prime target for the Belgians and French. King Leopold of Belgium mapped out and took control of the land around the Congo River, calling it the Free State of Congo, and owning it as his personal property, from which he extracted and sold resources like rubber and ivory. Up to 10 million people were killed during his reign, and many more forced into labour and punished with amputations and lashings. Eventually, the conditions were exposed, and King Leopold was forced to cede the country to the Belgian government in 1908. At around the same time, the area across the Congo River was taken over by the French. Initially, it was called the French Congo and then the Middle Congo. Similar to the Belgian Congo, it was colonised for its resources, and in the process, nearly half the indigenous population died. At one point, nearly 20,000 people died just building a railroad through French territory. In that sense, what unites both Congo nations are their resources and a history of colonial exploitation. Eventually, both countries sought independence, and both achieved it in the 1960s, after which they went through multiple name, flag, and government changes before settling on the ones we know now, which is how we ended up with two Congos, both linked to European colonial history, both surrounding the Congo River, and both struggling with modern political realities.